Hello guys, my name is Victor Soto and today I'm going to be talking about the social psychology theory. I'm majoring in business and that's my final presentation for my class, International Communication class with the professor Camilo Mendoza. I hope you guys enjoy it. So first, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of the introduction and social psychology is the branch of the psychology that studies the behavior of individuals in a social context. It means that social psychology has a common subject matter with sociology. There are many contemporary theories of the social psychology. Social exchange theory and equity theory are considered to be the main in the research of the social relationships. Yet both theories had some limitations. So first I'm going to be talking a little bit about the social exchange theory, which is the explanation of the relationships is based on the theory. Benefits and costs are the central notions of the theory. When rewards are high and costs are low, the relationships are stable and long. The theory can be applied to all kinds of relationships, including family, business, romance, etc. And as we can see here, the picture illustrates a little bit. It's when you give more than you receive. And actually, an observation about this theory is the essence of the social exchange theory is to explain how people start, maintain, and end up relationships. The benefits and costs determine whether a person will evaluate his or her relationships as positive or negative. As a rule, the relationships which results in high rewards and low costs will continue for a long time. This theory can be applied to different kinds of relationships, including friendship and businesses. The assessment of the costs and rewards is subjective because people's priorities are differ a lot. In other words, equity is necessary for people to avoid conflicts in any kinds of relationships. So now, on the other hand, equity theory is a reward of fairness, and fairness are basic notions. In relationships, people want to enjoy equity. According to the theory, people can be treated equitably, benefit or under or over benefit or under benefit. Sorry. Equity is especially important in love relationships. As you can see here, the picture illustrates a little bit. It's when you put the same amount of effort, is the same you receive the same amount that you put in, you're gonna receive back. So here's a person, and the same input that they put is the same outcome that they're gonna receive. As you can see here, it's completely balanced. So two primary concerns of equity theory are reward and fairness. People in a relationship wants to get the things that they deserve. The theory is based on the claim that all people are equal and should be treated equally. If the theory does not work in the relationships, people are either over benefited or under benefited. Equally, especially matters in love relationships, which becomes unstable if based on this principle. So now guys, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the limitation of both sides. First, as we can see, the social exchange theory, it's not concerned with altruism. Some principles are better than others. And on the other side, in the equity theory, it depends largely on the cultural perceptions of justice. It is known whether some social justice visions are better than others. So, in other words, there are some limitations of the social exchange theory. For instance, it's not concerned with altruism, and its rule in the relationships outcomes. Principles of the social exchange are better than others in explaining certain relationships. As to equity, as to equity theory, it depends largely on cultural perceptions of justice. There is also perceptions of there is also no consensus whether some social justice visions are better than others. Um, so as you can see, social psychology is a branch of psychology that studies social behaviors. Social exchange theory of social exchange theory of social psychology is based on the concepts of rewards and costs. Equity theory is concerned with rewards and equity. Social exchange theory and equity theory have some limitations. So, to conclude, there are many social psychology theories, and social extent theory and equity theory are two of the main ones in the studies of the social relationships. Nevertheless, both have some limitations, as I just finished explaining to you guys. Any questions? Yes.
So, I was wondering before, what happened when someone is over benefited in a relationship?
Sorry, could you speak a little bit
So
more?
what happened when someone is over benefited in a relationship?
So, as I was telling you guys, when you put more effort than you receive, as I show you, the value won't be balanced. So either you feel guilty or like your relationship wouldn't work very well, because the main purpose of the relationship is equity, and so both sides of the relationship would want to receive the same amount of how can I say, like, benefits as the other part. That's the main goal for the relationship.
And the social exchange theory, where would be like apply this?
Well, the social extent theory you can apply in a lot of parts of your life, especially in businesses, friendships, and romance with your partner, or like in the business world and everything. Like, these relationships happens all the time. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, could you give an example of like a cost or a reward, like in a relationship,
What kind of relationship exactly would you like to know?
like a business relationship?
In a business relationship, I think I could explain to you like that. When a boss, a relationship between a boss and an employee would be, the cost for the boss would be making his employee go through a lot of process and like a lot of like how can I say,
And
go through training and like studying in order to have a better in order to like see a better job, you know, and make the best of their job. And in the romance relationship and friendship relationship would be the same thing I was explaining to him. You would want to put the same amount of effort that you receive. And as an employee view, the cost would be for the employee that he would have to spend more money on training and all this kind of stuff for his employees. But in the other hand,
So like the employer would have to spend money on his employees?
exactly. And but in the other hand, they will receive what they will receive back would be that his employee would be able to succeed in their job. Any more questions?
No.
No. Yeah. There's another question.